At the age of 60, Robert Walsh found himself at the helm of million-dollar deals, but little did he know, he was about to confront the most significant crisis of his life. This time, the battle wasn't against a rival company, it was a fight against his own liver. The grade 3 diagnosis hit like a ton of bricks, looming over his company like a storm cloud. It was a challenge unlike any other, a true test of resilience that could shake the very foundation of everything he had built. It was a moment of truth, a defining battle where everything was on the line. If he lost, it would mean losing it all. Once upon a time, there was a man named Robert Walsh who transformed his dreams into reality, creating a massive construction empire from scratch. His journey was nothing short of inspiring. Once upon a time, in 1985, it all began with just a single pickup truck and a trusty toolbox. Fast forward to today, and Walsh Construction has transformed into a powerhouse, raking in an impressive $50 million a year and employing 200 hardworking individuals across 3 states. What a journey. Picture this: a corner office on the 15th floor of a sleek new high-rise in downtown Phoenix. It's not just an office, it's a symbol of 35 years filled with 12-hour workdays, weekend site visits, and an unstoppable drive. This is the kind of dedication that sets apart those who achieve their dreams from those who only dream about them. Success had arrived, but Robert was just starting to realize the true cost behind it all. It all started with Susan's brilliant idea for a routine executive physical. "It's been 3 years since you last saw a doctor," his wife insisted, her voice filled with concern. "At 60 years old, you hustle with the energy of someone who's just 30. Make sure to get yourself checked out." So there was Robert, juggling his busy schedule like a pro. He had managed to fit in this appointment right after a morning conference call with investors and just before heading out for an afternoon site inspection. Talk about a tight squeeze. Dr. Patricia Hoffman, the concierge physician that his executive peers swore by, was nothing short of efficient and thorough. So, picture this. You walk into the clinic, ready to tackle the ultimate health checkup. Blood work, EKG, stress test. It's like the full VIP treatment for your body. You're about to uncover what's really going on inside. Let's dive in. So, here we are, back in the doctor's office for the follow-up appointment just a week later. Dr. Hoffman looks at me with a smile and says, "Most of your numbers look excellent for a man your age." It felt like a moment of victory. "Hey everyone! So guess what? Your cardiovascular system is totally on point. Your blood pressure, it's well controlled. And those cholesterol levels, they're looking great." Robert kicked back in his chair, soaking in the moment. "So I can let Susan know I'm here for the long haul?" Dr. Hoffman's face shifted, a weight settling in as he took a deep breath, his expression turning serious. "Hey Robert, I've got something really concerning to share with you. So here's the deal. Your liver enzymes are off the charts and the ultrasound reveals some serious fatty infiltration going on. It's a wake-up call for sure. I've got some news to share. It's been classified as grade 3 fatty liver disease." The words slammed into Robert, heavy and unyielding, like a steel beam crashing down from above. 3rd grade? What does that even mean? "So, what does it mean when your liver has extensive fat deposits?" Dr. Hoffman broke it down for us. "So, here's the deal. If we're talking about a scale from 1 to 3, you've hit the top tier of fatty liver disease. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis, liver failure, and even the risk of liver cancer down the line." Robert's stomach dropped like a roller coaster plummeting down a steep track. In the world of business, he became a legend for his ability to remain cool when the heat was on, always spotting solutions where others could only see obstacles. But this was something else entirely. How much time do I really have? "Hey, Robert, listen up. This isn't the end of the road for you, but it's definitely a moment to pay attention. Here's the exciting part. If we take bold steps, we can actually reverse fatty liver disease." That evening, Robert found himself in his home office, gazing out at the familiar city skyline, a skyline he had a hand in shaping with his own buildings. For the very first time in years, he found himself not fixated on the upcoming project or the next big deal. He found himself deep in thought about the fragility of life. "How did this even happen?" he questioned Susan as they sat down for dinner. "I don't really drink a lot. I'm not overweight." Susan gazed at her husband of 32 years, feeling a whirlwind of love and exasperation all at once. "Hey there. So picture this. Every single day you're at your desk for lunch, right? And what's on the menu? Usually some quick fast food or whatever's easy to grab. It's been ages since you last broke a sweat, with the only movement being those long walks around construction sites. Stress and caffeine are your constant companions." Dr. Hoffman laid out an extensive plan for Robert, but the changes ahead felt as overwhelming as tackling a massive corporate overhaul. She named it the 7-step liver recovery protocol, and she made it crystal clear there would be no room for half measures. "Imagine this as the biggest project of your career," she had said. "Imagine your liver as a struggling business, and right now it's on the brink of collapse." First up, the journey began with shedding those extra pounds, aiming for a loss of at least 20. So picture this. Robert, standing at 5 feet 8 inches, weighed in at 195 pounds. Now, that might not scream overweight, but Dr. Hoffman had some eye-opening insights. He shared that even shedding just a few pounds could lead to a significant drop in liver fat. Crazy, right? "Your liver reflects the true state of your body composition," she explained. "When you start shedding those pounds, your liver begins to shed fat too." So the next big move was embracing what she liked to call the Mediterranean way of eating. "This isn't just a quick fix," Dr. Hoffman stressed. "Get ready for a mind-blowing transformation in your perspective on food. Say goodbye to those quick drive-through lunches, the processed convenience foods, and the mindset of treating meals like mere fuel stops between meetings. It's time for a change." Robert tackled his dietary changes as if he were orchestrating a major business merger. He dove deep into research, laid out a solid plan, and executed each step with precision and strategy. He brought in a nutritionist, and Susan stepped up to handle the meal planning. Together, they turned their kitchen from a takeout hotspot into a vibrant space for cooking real, wholesome food. And then came the unexpected twist. Coffee turned out to be a real game changer for his mood. Dr. Hoffman shared some incredible news. Drinking 2 or more cups of quality coffee every day could actually slow down the progression to cirrhosis by a staggering 90%. Can you believe that? Robert, having sipped coffee all day long, suddenly felt like he had just scored his first big victory. So, here we are at step 4, and let me tell you, this one was a real challenge. Regular exercise. It had been ages since Robert stepped foot in a gym. College days were a distant memory. But Dr. Hoffman, he was relentless. Imagine dedicating 45 minutes to heart-pumping cardio 4 times a week. That's the routine that could transform your fitness journey. Your liver kicks into action with physical activity quicker than with just about anything else out there. So Robert decided to take a big step in his life. He hired a personal trainer, but not just any trainer. This one specialized in working with executives. Can you imagine the transformation that was about to unfold? Stay tuned. "Imagine exercise as that crucial business meeting you just can't push to another day," the trainer said. It all kicked off at 6 a.m., just before Robert's day had the chance to throw his commitment off track. In step 5, Robert had to face the shocking truth about the hidden sugars lurking in his diet. "Sugar is liver poison," Dr. Hoffman declared with a no-nonsense attitude. "Did you know that your liver has a fascinating role in how your body processes food? When you consume more carbohydrates than your body needs, your liver steps in and converts that excess directly into fat. It's a wild process that shows just how complex our bodies really are." This moment felt like taking away Robert's main way of dealing with things. So there he was, navigating through tough negotiations and grueling days, finding solace in stress eating. It became his go-to strategy, a way to cope with the chaos around him. Mastering the art of handling stress without turning to food was like tackling a complex business challenge, requiring sharp strategic thinking and a game plan to succeed. So, here we are at step 6, and let me tell you, it's all about stress management. Dr. Hoffman even referred to it as the hidden factor in liver disease. Can you believe that? When chronic stress kicks in, it sends cortisol levels soaring. This spike in cortisol leads to higher blood sugar, putting extra strain on the liver. It's a cycle that can really take a toll on your body. You won't believe what she said next. Your high-stress lifestyle isn't just affecting your mood, she explained. It's literally poisoning your liver. Can you imagine that? So Robert decided to make some changes in his life. He kicked things off by diving into meditation with an app, which was a game changer for him. He also started leaving the office by 6 p.m. instead of the usual 8 p.m., giving himself some much-needed time back. Plus, he learned to delegate more responsibilities to his management team, lightening his load and empowering others. Pretty inspiring, right? "Without my liver, my business is as good as gone," he said, looking at his worried partners. Step 7 turned out to be a breeze for Robert. You see, he had never really been into drinking, so saying goodbye to that occasional weekend beer was a piece of cake for him. Dr. Hoffman's words echoed in his mind. Any alcohol consumption accelerates liver damage when you're already at grade 3. It was a chilling reminder of the stakes he was facing. The change didn't happen overnight, but you could definitely see the progress over time. After 6 intense weeks, Robert stepped on the scale and couldn't believe his eyes. 12 pounds lighter. He felt a surge of energy coursing through him, like he was rediscovering a version of himself he thought was long gone. After 3 intense months of waiting, the follow-up blood work finally revealed some incredible news. His liver enzymes were dropping significantly. What a relief. And then, the ultimate challenge arrived right at the 6-month milestone. As Dr. Hoffman called for another ultrasound, Robert couldn't shake off the familiar wave of nervous energy that washed over him, just like before, those high-stakes business presentations that always kept him on his toes. "Robert," Dr. Hoffman exclaimed, glancing over the results, "this is truly incredible. Guess what? Your liver fat has dropped significantly. That's some amazing news. You've basically gone from grade 3 all the way back to grade 1 fatty liver disease." Robert was hit with a wave of emotions he hadn't felt in ages, a blend of pure relief and real pride, just like when he landed his first big construction contract. "Wait, does that mean I'm safe now? Congratulations! You've just gained a whole lot of time and seriously lowered your chances of cirrhosis. But let me tell you, this isn't just a quick solution. This is the way things are now." What once felt like an overwhelming challenge transformed into a source of strength and motivation. Robert approached his health crisis as if he were revamping a struggling company. And guess what? It actually paid off. He used the same clever strategies, organized plans, and careful monitoring that had helped him create his business empire. Robert looks back and can't help but chuckle at the irony. It turns out that the very skills he used to sabotage his health were the same ones he needed to take charge of it. So, picture this. Robert kicks off his day at the crack of dawn, hitting those 5:30 a.m. workouts like a champ. And guess what? Susan's got his back with delicious Mediterranean-style meals, all prepped the night before. But that's not all. He's also mastering stress management techniques, squeezing them in between his busy meetings. Talk about a game changer. What was once just a mindless routine of chugging coffee has transformed into a delightful ritual. Now, each cup is a carefully chosen part of his day, a therapeutic experience he genuinely looks forward to. It was his management team that picked up on the changes first, long before his family even had a clue. "You won't believe it, but the boss is totally different," his project manager whispered to Susan at the company holiday party, a hint of intrigue in their voice. "He's still got those high expectations, but at least he's not blowing up every minute." And then, out of nowhere, he just walks out of the office. Robert is now sharing his insights with fellow executives about what he dubs the ultimate business plan. He emphasizes the importance of managing your health with the same dedication and focus that you apply to running your company. "Imagine running the most successful business in the world," he says, "but here's the catch. If you don't have your health, you really have nothing at all. 6 months post-diagnosis in grade 3, Robert is thriving. His liver function is back to normal. He's kept off that impressive 25-pound weight loss, and he's running his company like a well-oiled machine. What a comeback. "You won't believe this," he shares, "but prioritizing my liver health turned out to be the smartest move I ever made for my business." Imagine a journey where the greatest achievement isn't a towering skyscraper or a lucrative contract, but the incredible transformation of a person. That's exactly what happened with Robert Walsh. His most remarkable project, rebuilding himself from the ground up. And just like that, this project stands apart from all his construction endeavors, with no end in sight. Imagine signing a lifetime contract. But this one is different. It's not with a company or a boss. It's with the most important client you'll ever have, yourself. This is the journey of self-commitment and personal growth, where every decision shapes your future.